In this video, I'm just going to quickly go over the recent developments that have happened within the AI space that can actually help you create your n8n workflows much faster using MCPs, using this kind of workflow that I'm going to show you. So let me show you what the final result looks like. So you can either use it with Claude Desktop, which is just an app by Claude, which just runs on a desktop, or you can use it via Cursor as well, which is an AI powered IDE. So I'm going to show you how to set it up with both of them, but let me show you what the final results look like. So this right here is Cursor, and once I have everything set up, I only need to ask it, like give it a prompt as to what n8n workflow I am envisioning. So for example, I told it create n8n workflow that can be triggered every morning around 7 a.m. in Toronto, and it searches for news, latest trending topics, and then writes comedy or funny video scripts about some of the trending topics and actually converts them into video using one of the APIs. And then it went out using all the tools we have set up, and it created this kind of skeleton workflow. And let me show you what this translated to. So if I copy this and if I go into a new workflow, and if I paste this here, so as you can see, this actually generated pretty good skeleton for us to get started on. So this can really help you when you're getting started and you want to, instead of starting from scratch, have AI do the work and lay out a lot of foundation for you. Of course, some of the components are not perfect here, but it's a good starting point to start, and it can really help you speed up your development process. This is by no means a final production ready workflow, but again, using these kind of methods and workflows within your day-to-day lives, you can really skyrocket your productivity. So let me show you how to set something like this up. Either you're using Claude Desktop or you're using Cursor. I'm going to show you both ways. So first thing, you're going to need a couple of things. Firstly, of course, a subscription with Claude, either the cheapest one, the most basic one, so you can actually use the model. If you want to use it with Cursor, of course, you will need a subscription with Cursor, where you can use the Claude model itself. And if you want to make complicated workflows, I would recommend to use it via Cursor, because you can actually edit with Cursor, right? So you can actually talk back to it and have a back and forth with Cursor, and it works much better. Anyway, now to setting it up, what you need is, first, if you want to go through cloud, of course you'll need the app. So download the app, whichever platform you're on. The second thing you will need is Docker. So download Docker Desktop from their website. The links for all of these will be in the description. So download Docker Desktop. Then you will also need these 3 GitHub repositories, which we're going to be setting up the MCPs with. So if you don't know what MCP is, MCP, in a very short way, if I explain it to you, it's Model Context Protocol. So it's a standardized version for our AI models like ChatGPT, like OpenAI's AI models, or Claude or Gemini's models, to actually communicate with tools, with external tools. So we are going to give it these tools. We are going to give it these n8n workflows. This is a collection of a lot of n8n workflows that work. This is a collection of n8n MCP, so it has access to the documentation. It has access to how the n8n node works and what are the limitations and each and everything about the platform. So we're going to give it all these MCPs, and this MCPs is just about the latest documentation for MCPs, so it stays up to date. So let me show you how to give it all of these tools and how to make it work. First, we're going to see with the Claude Desktop. So once you have Claude Desktop installed on your computer, you want to go to right here, go to File, go to Settings, and in the developer, you're going to go here, and you won't see any of this here because you will be setting this up right now as I'm showing you. So you will go right here to edit your configuration, and you will see this file. So you're going to open this file, and this is where we're going to be pasting all of our configuration that we're going to create. So you can open this with any JSON editor. It's going to be a JSON file extension. So let me open this up. And there you go. So my JSON currently looks like kind of like this. As you can see, yours, because you're just starting, yours will look something like this. It will be empty, right? Now what you're gonna put here is what we're gonna create right now. So we are gonna create those configurations for all these MCPs, and we're gonna create it with the help of Claude itself. So let me show you how that's done. So you're gonna go to your chat. You're gonna start a new chat. You're just gonna say something like this. So create a MCP config file for Claude Desktop to connect to these MCP servers, and after that we are gonna paste one by one the configurations for all the 3 repositories that I showed you. So let me just put it. So right here, as you can see, let me just, okay, right here. So as you can see, for this repository, for the n8n MCP repository, you're gonna scroll down all the way to the bottom where the Docker is, the option to Docker, and the second one inside this is what we're gonna use. But hold on for now. Then we're gonna go to the second one and the third one. And for these, what you're gonna do is you're going to be using this platform called Git MCP, where you can just create a remote MCP server right there. So you're gonna go to this website. The link will be in the description once again. Right here, you're gonna paste one by one these links. So copy, paste, and to MCP, and then you're gonna go down and select Claude Desktop, and you're gonna copy this, and we're gonna paste it right here. Then you're gonna put some separator, just some commas, and go down, and then we're gonna do the same thing with the next GitHub repository, which is this docs MCP server. So again, copy the link, go to the same website once again, remove this, paste to MCP, again go to Claude Desktop and paste, copy and paste this down here, paste, and again separators so it knows that these are different MCP servers. And then we have left our most important one, which is the n8n MCP itself. So now to use this one, we're gonna have to start Docker. So Docker, when you started, it will look something like this. You would not have all of these here because you're just starting out. And what you want to do is you're gonna open this terminal right here. It's gonna be right here in the bottom, and then you're gonna paste a command here. So what you want to do is right here in the GitHub, you will see this command right here, which will pull the Docker image for this MCP. So you're gonna copy it, go to your Docker terminal and paste it right and run it. So since I've already run it, it won't do anything for me, but for you it might take like 4 or 5 minutes to actually start it up. Once you have that get started up, you will see a line pop up here, something like this, and make sure it's green. That would mean that it's up and running and you're ready to connect your MCP to your Claude Desktop. So now coming back here, we are gonna again, as I told you, the second one, the full configuration inside of this option 2. We're gonna just copy the whole thing, paste it right here, and we need 2 things to configure here. So your API key and your n8n instance. So these you're gonna get from your n8n account itself. So let me show you how. So for your n8n URL, it is nothing but this URL right here for your own account up to this n8n.cloud. Do not include the slash or anything after that. Just copy this and you're gonna paste it inside of our message that we are about to send. So we're just gonna paste right here that this is you want to make it aware that for the last MCP, for the last MCP that we pasted, MCP server, this is my n8n URL, and you're gonna paste that here, and then you're gonna say, and this is my API key. I'm sorry about the typos, but I'm holding the mic with one hand. This is my API key, and for your API key, again, you want to go to your n8n account, go to settings, go to n8n API, and you're going to create an API key, name it whatever, and expiration, if you want to expire it, whatever you want to choose. Again, save, and you're going to copy it, and again go to your here and paste it right here, and then you're going to send this message out to Claude. Let me just remove my API key so that we don't have any problem with that. There you go. Okay, so we are now ready. Okay. Now you're just gonna send this message to Claude, and it's gonna create that configuration file for you, which will set up all these MCPs, all these tools for you. So as you can see, it's writing it right now. Alright, so it's done. Now you're gonna just copy this. Once again, as you know where the file is, if you have closed it or something, go to settings, go to developer right here, and edit config. Once again, this JSON file that you had opened before, or just open it again, and it's gonna look something like this. So just remove anything from here, paste your new file that you created from Claude Desktop, save it, don't forget to save it. Then what you want to do again, now it's configured, make sure your Docker image is running, up and running. Your Docker desktop should be open, do not close it. And now to see all those changes in Claude, you might have to shut Claude Desktop up. So close it. It might be running here as well and in the sidebar, so close it from everywhere and then restart it once again. So I'm gonna restart it, and once you restart it, you will be able to see those tools. So you should be able to see it right here in the tools. As you can see, the n8n MCP and the other two MCPs will pop up as well. It just takes a little bit time, as you can see right here. So these three MCPs should show up after you have saved the configuration file and restarted your computer, restarted your Claude desktop. So once you are done, this is all set up, right? Now if you are having trouble, just go to settings, just go to developer, and just make sure these are all configured and up and running. If this one is not running, you might not have configured your Docker correctly, so feel free to troubleshoot it. If you need help, again, feel free to reach out inside the school community. If you are a school community member, feel free to reach out. I can probably help you out. So once you have this up and running, you can go to a new chat, and you can just tell it verbally what kind of workflow you want. So I'm not going to do it right now. So now I'm going to show you how to set this up within Cursor as well, or any AI powered IDE if you're not using Cursor. So I'm going to open my Cursor up because I have Cursor installed. And what you want to do is go to the Cursor settings right here. You will see a tools and integration section right here. Go in there, and I already have these MCPs connected, as you can see. What you will want to do is you will want to do add new custom server, and you will see this mcp.json file. Now if you don't have any MCPs configured previously, you might see this file as an empty file, or just like this. So do not worry. What we're gonna do is the file we created for Claude Desktop, we're just gonna use the same file. Go to that file, copy it exactly as it is, and just paste it in there. Remove these brackets and just paste everything exactly as in there. Make sure your credentials and everything is correct. As you can see, my I left a backslash here, and this will kind of mess everything up. So make sure you have configured everything correctly. So then save it up, and then it should show up within your Cursor settings. If you go back to tools and integration, these should show up. If they don't, Just close up your cursor and restart it again, because they take maybe a restart sometime to have, to show up in effect. So I'm going to restart my cursor if they don't show up for you, and then go back into the settings again and check it out if they show up now. So as you see, when you start it up, they again start to load up. It's loading all its commands and tools that our AI model can interact with. Once everything will be loaded up, this will be ready to use. So you want to open the folder wherever you want to, work on the project or whatever, where you want these files to be created that you're going to be creating for your workflows. uh, so open that folder. I'm right now in that folder wherever I want to be, and then open up your composer or your chat. So as you can see, as you know, it's control plus L shortcut key on Windows, and as you can see, it's still loading, so I'm gonna let it finish loading up. So once that's done, it will look something like this. All of them should be green, or you should be able to see how many tools each one has, and all three should be enabled. Once you have that, now you can just go back in your chat and paste whatever workflow you wanted to create. As you can see, I pasted this one, a huge command about whatever I wanted. So I send this out, and as you can see, it uh, started to use the tools, use the MCPs we have, and it generated this workflow. It generated this JSON file. Now you can also ask it to upload it to your n8n. So let's now just copy and see if its workflow is what it is. And as you can see, and as I showed you previously, so it did a pretty good job for a started skeleton, but a lot of things it also got incorrect, as you will be able to see. Some of the nodes you might have to redo, but it does well with like here, like implementing the trigger nodes and all that correctly. The Gmail nodes, you might have to, of course, implement the AI nodes yourself. This is not a Perplexity node, and let me see what's in there. So this is just a OpenAI node with nothing inside of it, so that's not correct as well. But again, so some of them you might have to, polish, or you might also have to implement some loops here for error handling or those kind of things. But it gives you a skeleton to start, and if you know how to build robust, good, production ready workflows, you can actually convert this to one with some effort. So it gives you a great starting point. Once again, it's by no mean a production ready final system. uh, you will still need to put in some effort, but it's a great tool to save you a lot of time and help you kind of figure out the skeleton framework that you're envisioning, right? For cursor, you can again talk back and forth with it, that if you want to change something or whatever you want to do. uh, so feel free to play around with that. um, but yeah, so that's all what I wanted to show you. Now once again, this is not the production ready product, right? N8n workflows by itself are not a product you should be uh, that should be your goal. That should not be what you should be selling, or you should be using by itself. You should always have a product, right? You should always have it connected to a UI to build it into a complete product, maybe a database, maybe like a full-blown, you should have a full-blown product out of your n8n workflows. So this definitely helps you boost your productivity. So I will encourage you, if you want to give it a try, feel free to follow along with the video and set it up for yourself, and let me know if you need any help, or if you got some good results, or let me know in the school community. We would really love to hear how each one of you are doing. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to show you in this video. That's it for this video. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.